This incredible sculpture is the Temple Pediment. So the pediment is the triangular face at the top of the Temple of Solis Minerva. This is one of the most spectacular carvings discovered in Roman Britain, and it depicts a Gorgon right in the central boss here. Now, the Gorgon is based off the myth of Perseus and Medusa, the Greek myth, where Medusa has a head full of snake-like hair, well, real snakes, in fact. Now, this Gorgon, although at first glance doesn't look like Medusa, it does itself have snakes entwined in the beard and in the hair. The central boss is held up by two winged Victories on either side, both of whom are standing on a globe. But Minerva herself, she has many attributes shared with the Greek goddess Athena, and it makes sense that a Gorgon, a Greek mythological creature, would be chosen to represent Minerva herself. The globes and the Victories represent Minerva herself, but the little owl on the right-hand side of the Gorgon's head is another symbol of Minerva. It's the animal that she's most often represented with, a symbol of wisdom. Also, just underneath it, in this reconstruction here, you can see that there's a helmet, so the owl would have been on top of or part of that helmet. And this mirrors, on the left-hand side, another helmet, upon which you can see a dolphin, another symbolism of that watery nature. Now, the pediment itself would have been painted in fantastic colours. This is something that we often forget today. Roman statues in museums, either marble or stone, often look very sort of elegantly plain. But at the time, they would have been painted in these fantastic, really bright, really eye-catching colours. And the temple was no different. This pediment would have been high up, supported by these huge columns, hanging above you as you looked at the temple of the goddess Solis Minerva. Stunning, eye-catching, colourful, and imposing. The Gorgon is a female Gorgon, but this, you can see the beard and the hair. It's very, very much a male face, and almost a sort of British face with the way that the eyes are carved as well. So it's the snakes that make us interpret it as a Gorgon, but there are other possible interpretations. For example, there's other water gods represented in Britain, like Oceanus, who is depicted in the middle of a silver dish with hair sort of flowing outwards very similarly to this carving.